Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. We already have some chats going on in the chat. Let me just say hello to everyone. Hi, Colleen. I'm so excited for you. You're going to be going to True North. You are going to do great. And I'm here for you in any way I can be. Hi, Natalie. Great to have you here. Hello, Nan. Nan is in the house. Colleen is chatting again. Hi, Jill. Good to see you. Hi, Lisa. This is great. I am really excited to have everyone here today. And if you haven't been here before, thank you for tuning in. My name is Jennifer Diamond, and I live a whole food plant exclusive lifestyle. And I'm trying to heal. I've been doing a really good job, but I just want to push it a little bit further. And so I started the protocol of Dr. Brooke Goldner's Rapid Recovery. And I've gotten some good feedback and people asking me to please give an update on how I'm doing. And so that is what we're doing today. So if you've ever done it, if you're familiar with her, if you've even done her, hyper nourishing smoothies, please put it in the chat. I'd love to, know if you guys have done it, like what your experience has been or anything you want to say about it. So while you're doing that, and I always kind of look down because I have little notes just to make sure I stay on track. I do want to mention that this has been a very busy time for us, and my youngest daughter and my youngest grandbaby are in the house, so they did not want to come on camera. But if you hear anything, it's just this wonderful, beautiful sound of having those generations in the house with us. And so that's been fun. And my grandbaby, he's 3, helped me set up. So that was really great too. So let's see if anyone has said anything about that. Oh, Colleen, you like my colors. Yes, that is true. All the food that we need is a giant rainbow, isn't it? And I just love to pull out what's going on, what I'm doing, what I'm eating. I mean, I buy this to eat it. And so this is all, what is on her protocol that I can have. And it's so filling. But let me just get started on why did I decide to go on her protocol. We'll just recap because I have shared already a little bit about it. But what I want to continue healing is I have Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism, and those are autoimmune diseases or disorders. And there's a lot of inflammation, and it can cause a lot of problems. I have been dealing with it for many, many years. I've been dealing with the thyroid part itself for 35 years that I'm aware of. And I just thought, you know what? I've tried a lot of things. I've improved a whole heck of a lot. Why not try this now too? So I decided to go on. She is an amazing doctor. She's a medical doctor, Dr. Brooke Goldner, and she had lupus, and she healed herself while she was going to medical school, which is just incredible. Or she went through medical school sick, and you can check in with her right now. She currently has on her website goodbyelupus.com. You can go there until October 14th, which, isn't it over? Oh, it's over. Well, I'll tell you, up until October 14th, which was what, yesterday? Yesterday. Yeah. She was offering, and she offers them often, some free, I don't know if it's a webinar, or it's like a 4-hour recording. And she just talks about, it's like her 6 steps video. And it tells you about why this works, what not to eat, what to eat. And then there's a ton of testimonials. But if you miss it and it's something that you want to continue to look into, still go to her website. She's got all kinds of information, and you can join one of her paid groups. She also has a paid, if you want to do one-on-one, and she's amazing. So let me just see. Okay. So Jill is asking, can Dr. Goldner's protocol cure hypothyroidism? And what I have heard is that yes, it can in some people. Of course, she can't say in every case, which is why I want to try it for myself. And you know what? If it doesn't cure it, I wonder if it will reduce the inflammation and bring my medication levels down. And that for me would be a win. But yes, people have cured it. Isn't that incredible? I have tried her smoothies before, that she talks about, but this is like her whole protocol, and I've never done that before. So this is my 2-week mark, and I'm really excited. So I've watched that free version several times that she's had it over the years. And every time I watch it, I pick up more information and understand more. And she has several books. I have a few here I'll share with you. She has more of them. Her first one is Goodbye Lupus. I don't have that, although I have read it. This is her latest Goodbye Lupus Hello Delicious cookbook. And we are going to be making a salad dressing out of this before time is up. This is her other one, which that's holding my page. Green smoothie recipes to kickstart your health and healing. And I have that one. And then I also have read part of this before. I wanted to read it again. I actually bought this book. I think I gave it away or loaned it to someone. So I just rebought it again. But this is Goodbye Autoimmune. And once she did Goodbye Lupus, which was her original story and how she healed, then she started helping other people and realized, oh my gosh, this helps other things, other autoimmune diseases. And so she put this book together, and there's all kinds of things on here. And it does say, well, it says Hashimoto's crossed off. It doesn't say hypothyroidism, but I'm pretty confident that that is something in here. So I just wanted to mention those. How are we doing? Hey, plant-powered peddler Janet. Yay. Hi, Janet. Janet is also doing this. You can check out her channel if you want to see how she is working on stuff as well. So I had some blood work done recently, and that was before I decided to do this. And then it started coming up. She has her free class. I saw her videos. She does like a live on Wednesdays. I'm still talking about Dr. Goldner, where she'll answer people's questions. And I think it's at 12 o'clock. Does anyone know what time it is for her? So she's in Texas, and but Pacific Standard Time, I think it's 12 or 12:30, I forget, on Wednesdays, and she's on for an hour, and it's really nice. And so anyways, I reached out to my own doctor, and I said, I want to do this. Would you support it? Would you would you order the blood work at the end of it? Because I want to have something to back up what I'm doing. I mean, I can't tell without the blood work. So that's okay, Todd. Yeah. So I start, here. Okay. Yes. 12:30 Pacific. It's 12 Pacific. I know it's one of them. Thank you, ladies, for tuning in. That is hilarious. Okay. So anyways, I started her program October 2nd. I just, I had been watching, like I said, I had been watching all of those. Also, Nan Simonson, I have her book. Oh, I meant to bring it out, but Aging Powerfully. Do you want to grab that book so I could just show people really quick? She is also doing the protocol, but she's way ahead of me. And so that's been fun. If you're not familiar with some of these people, please check out their channels. They're fantastic. The more, the merrier. So anyways, I said, I was going to follow this. Would you do the blood work? And, he said, yes, he would do the blood work. So here I am, week 2. Oh, yes, thank you. And here's Nan's book, which I actually just finished reading. It's an exceptionally wonderful book. It's got all kinds of information in it. So anyways, okay, any questions? Okay, no questions. Okay, so the whole thing is raw food. I have been raw for 2 weeks, and I had tried raw before, but I was hungry, and I'm not hungry on this. This is great. So I'll just give you a quick rundown on what I've been doing. I have recently done it shared this. And so I won't spend a lot of time because there are other live video last week and also throughout the week that I've been sharing how I've been doing the smoothies. This is the rest for my day. So 1 pound of cruciferous vegetables. And what is that? I've been using dino kale, which is right here, curly kale. I'm just going to ask you, can anyone, maybe I won't give it all away, can you name besides those two another cruciferous vegetable? And try not to copy anyone in the chat. And let's see if my list equals what your list says. And so while we're figuring out the cruciferous, which is like a really important part of it, one of the things that I have found that has been so game-changing is avocado. It's filling and it's a fat, and she loves us to have as much avocado as we want. Look at it. Okay, what do we have here, Todd?
Well, so plant-powered peddler Janet has broccoli and radishes. Jill Caperton's in with cauliflower. Lisa says cabbage and arugula. Serenity Blooms is Brussels sprouts and cabbage. And Karen Hicks says hello from San Antonio. She also has broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage.
Wow, you guys are great.
Anne's chiming in with arugula.
Nice. And Serenity Blooms, Karen Hicks, Anne, is it Melita? How do you pronounce
Meliette?
Meliette. Hello to all of you. And I love it. I love how many great answers we have. I'll wait a couple more minutes and then I'll read what I have, and we'll see if you guys, if we can help each other learn about more of those. And so, yes, I was talking about the avocado. I have been eating a minimum of an avocado a day. I would never have done that before because I was worried about, the fats. I mean, I love avocado, but every day it's just great and I love it. And I'm hoping to make a dressing with avocado with you today in a little bit. And then, of course, chia seeds and flax seeds are huge. And I don't know if you're familiar with how much a half a cup of flaxseed is, but this is my half cup measuring. And I just thought that I would show you. I am eating this as a minimum, and I'm upping it by another a quarter to a third of a cup with the chia. So I have flax and chia, and that's what she wants. And of course, I'm doing 120 ounces of water, actually, and that's a little bit more than I should be doing. I should be doing about 112 ounces, but I tend to just, if I need a little bit more and I'm thirsty, I pay attention to it. And 24 ounces of fruit. I've started to go just a pinch over, maybe by 4 ounces, but I've really been trying to keep it there. And salt, we're going to talk about salt because I'm a no salt girl. I'm a no salt, sugar, oil, flour, alcohol. I am none of those. And on her protocol, it's important to get a little bit of salt in. So I have been using a tiny bit of salt. I've got this, we had this. My husband uses salt. Sometimes we have people over, family, and they like salt. So we do have like a little bit, but I don't use it. But I decided for her protocol, I would use it. And I'm going to tell you why as I explain what happened over the last couple weeks. And also dulse, which is iodine. And it's super important. I've got a bag right here that's almost empty because I've been eating it. And it's really important to help with the thyroid. So I've been upping that to 300 micrograms. Okay, so those are things that I'm doing that are her. Let's see. Let's go back for a minute and talk about the cruciferous. Any other add-ins?
There's all kinds of stuff happening here.
Yay! Let's hear it. Oh, this is so fun.
There was a chat going on about Serenity Blooms moving to Kauai and starting her raw endeavors there on a fruit farm.
Oh, you're kidding. I can't wait to hear all about it. I am super happy to hear this. How exciting. Take me with you. Oh my God, that would be great. Oh, okay.
And then lastly, Natalie's chiming in with Brussels sprouts as a cruciferous.
Ooh, very, very good. That is wonderful. And I'm just looking here. Oh, I see that Janet says Oh, thank you. She just gave me a thumbs up. Love the protocol and how it's helping her skin. Yes. Oh, I just got invited. Come anytime. Gotta go. No, wait. Maybe I should wait till she gets there. I would love to. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the kind offer. Wouldn't that be amazing? Hey, how about we all meet there? Wouldn't that be great? And also, Janet said, her weigh-in is down 112 this morning. Amazing. Yeah. And I'm under that just slightly. And I've been holding steady. I lost a couple of pounds. And I wasn't trying to, but I mean, the calories are in the avocado. So anyways, okay. So I'm going to share my cruciferous. So, and I have a lot of it here. Dino kale, curly kale, dino kale. Where's curly kale? Purple kale, which I already ate. I don't have it here. Cauliflower. So far, everybody. Brussels sprouts. Where are my Brussels sprouts? Down here, kind of hidden. Cabbage. I have a Napa cabbage out and a purple cabbage. Cabbage comes in all different forms. Broccoli. Where is my broccoli? Here's some right in here. Broccoli sprouts. I have some in the refrigerator, actually. I could pull them out if you'd like. Arugula. Where's my arugula? Do you see it? Arugula. Oh, it's the end. Look, because I've been eating it. And this is like a red, some kind of a red something arugula. Bok choy. Did you guys say bok choy? Bok choy. I've got bok choy behind the asparagus here. And it's amazing. I do the baby bok choy. I really like the tenderness. And there's more, of course. But those are some of the ones that I wanted to share. And I hope you helped me to inspire each other to figure out what is a cruciferous vegetable. Okay, so along with that, what I'm adding for my own stuff is lemon on everything. I want lemon on all my greens because it helps with the absorption of iron. And that is something that I need to be careful of because my ferritin was kind of dipping a little bit. And that's the iron stores. I've done a video on iron. If you're interested and you haven't seen it, please check it out. And then I normally do soy milk if I'm going to cook with milk or use it at all. That's what I normally do. She doesn't want us to do that. So where is it? Oh, so she wanted almond milk. And so I've been using this one. It is not what I would normally purchase as a store-bought one. Frankly, I think I would just make it. And I might. Janet and I were chatting on one of her Zooms about it. And the fact is that the ones that don't have anything in it seem to have a higher fat content. And Dr. Brooke Goldner from Goodbye Lupus was saying 3 grams of fat or less per serving. And so based on that, out of what I, had available to me, I ended up going with this one. And it has a little bit of salt in it, which I wasn't crazy about. So the amount of salt that she recommends, I don't do. I do half. And then if I have this, you can have up to a cup a day. I've only done a half a cup a day. And so that's the end of that. I get to do cacao powder, which I forgot to bring out, which is great. And the smoothies, that's what's filling me up. So those are the things that I'm adding. Okay, let's see. Oxalates. Yeah. So you know what? I just want to say that there are a lot of oxalates. And some people that I know, friends that I have that have gone through her program, they switch out the spinach and some of the other cruciferous. Spinach is another one. And they just do the cabbage, and that works for them. So if that's a concern and you're interested in it, I urge you to reach out to Dr. Goldner. She will be able to help you figure out what works for you and, maybe check into cabbage as a replacement. So thank you so much for bringing that up. Let's see. Okay, so now I can go into my week 1. I kind of just wrote, a little blurb about what I experienced. And so I'll just kind of run through it. So day 1, I kept saying it's unofficial. I'm unofficially doing this. And I did not add the salt. Day 2, it was unofficial, no salt. And the reason that I decided to say unofficial was I was nervous to commit to something that I didn't fully know that I could be successful at. And so it was a way for me to allow myself to try something new and be okay if I needed to back out. But I didn't need to. And so, for whatever reason, that helped me start. And so, day 3, I found, oh my gosh, I got to go to the store more often. I wasn't ready, for all of this stuff. So, also, I noticed that my taste buds were adjusting again, even still, because the fruit intake was lower. And I usually incorporate lots of dates in my green smoothies and stuff, and I'm not having any dates right now. And so I had to allow for that, because something this green for me now is fine, but when Todd has it, he's like, what do you say when you
It was very green.
I think he went, wow, that's a green.
There was a few expletives and some surprises.
Okay, well, you drink them though,
I did.
But you that was just a taste.
I did have just a taste. I did not drink an entire smoothie to myself. No.
Yeah, I don't think you had any. I've offered to make him separate from mine because mine's all measured out. Normally we share them, but anyways, day 4, which is a Saturday, I was trying to get it all in, figure out the quantity. We figured out the correct iodine, because I wasn't doing that right either at the beginning. And I realized how important that is, especially for what I'm trying to heal. And then Sunday, that would be my day 5. I was down 2 pounds, which I shared about. And I did a terrible job. I did not space out my food and my water throughout the day. And I didn't finish all of my salad. It wasn't that I was hungry. I just didn't make the time, right? Life got in the way. And so that was the first day. Then the next day, I didn't finish all of the salad and all of the smoothie, but I carried to the next day, which sometimes I do normally. Not a good idea. So day 7, which was the end of my first week, what happened to me? I did it again. I did not drink my smoothie or my water until after my workouts, which is what I normally do, right? Because normally I'm doing intermittent fasting, or I wait till I'm hungry. Well, apparently for me, I can't do that. And what happened is I began to get a horrific headache on the right side only of my forehead, which I thought was really weird, and kind of in my eye. And I thought, oh my gosh, is this a sinus thing? Because I have had horrific sinus issues. And so I did a sinus wrench, which I haven't been doing, and there was nothing that changed. And then I realized I need to eat and drink. So I started catching up on everything. I ate, I drank, I ate, I drank water, I drank all the smoothies that I needed. I ate a huge salad, even though I didn't feel like it. And then I went and rested. And I kid you not, within 2.5 hours, I was fine. So that was my lesson. And I felt terrific after that. And so then we went into week 2, and that was when I had said, okay, I have to learn my lesson from those other days. And I decided that the rest of the week I would bring in the salt. It's a teaspoon of salt, and that's when I decided to do it. One of the reasons why is you drink so much water that you can actually dilute or flush out the minerals. And I've actually done that before many years ago with potassium, and I thought, I'm not going to mess around with this. So for her protocol only, for the next 4 weeks, her 6-week, I am doing that. And then I am not, because I don't need it. I'm fine without it. In fact, normally my sodium levels are high in my blood. So go figure. But I cut the teaspoon into a half a teaspoon, and then I allow for a half a cup of this, and that's plenty for me. And I put it in my smoothie so that it's throughout the day. It's not just a one thing. And so I also talked about the almond milk, and then the iodine. I made sure that I was measuring that correctly. and putting that in. And so I felt like, okay, I feel good now. I just have to be really diligent about everything. And so that's what I have been. And then I started adding something else. It's okay. Which was on the Goodbye Lupus, Hello Delicious. I started adding her chocolate chia smoothie. It's so good. And it's basically, here's the picture of it. If you have her book, it's on page 11. And I've been enjoying that. And it's got a piece of frozen avocado, some cacao powder, banana, water, and almond milk. I did this. Did that go up already?
It might have gone up in yesterday's.
Oh, okay.
What I
So
eat in
you
a
can,
day.
yeah, yes, it is. So what I eat in a day. So I started doing that. And you know what? I've also put it into like I didn't separate it in glasses, but I would sip it into sections. And it felt like I was getting away with something. It was really good. And so that's been helping me. Let's check the chat here. Janet, oh yeah, looks so good. Okay, yes, you'll have to try it. Yes. Okay, so no questions. Okay, let's see. Continue. So then on day 3 or the 10th day, I continued with the green smoothie, the chia seed smoothie, and I added a little bit more fruit just because I felt like I wanted it. I wanted my green smoothie to have a little bit more sweetness, so I added 4 extra ounces. So that was 28 ounces in a day. Now I made food, spaghetti squash, and a cashew dressing to bring to a vegan potluck. And I did that because I had it here and I wasn't going to eat it, and so I went ahead and made that. And then we went to the potluck, and I would normally have loved to try a lot of their food. They all write SOS or SOFA's free for me, and I'll take those. But you know what? I just brought my salad, and I brought the rest of my smoothie. And I had one slice. Somebody had cantaloupe there, and I had a wedge of cantaloupe with my salad. I was so satisfied with all the food that I had had throughout the day that it didn't matter what was sitting in front of me. That's kind of, I mean, I got to be really full, and that does happen. But I was surprised that it happened this way. And so I was able to just focus on the people and enjoy the evening, and it was really a fun time. And so that was the beginning of a weekend. So we did that potluck. Then we had a barbecue that we were invited to, that our neighbors, they just redid their backyard and they invited us to a barbecue. And they were so kind. They said, tell us what we could put on our grill, veggies or whatever. And I just said, don't worry about me. I'm going to bring my stuff and enjoy the company. And I did. And I was so full that I didn't even end up bringing my salad. I ended up baking some tahini cookies and brought those to share. I didn't have any. And then I just had my green smoothie. And I said, if I'm hungry, I'm going to go home and eat. But I didn't get hungry. And I got to tell you, I had so much energy. It was amazing. So I was standing and I was moving around. Anyhow, it was really fun. And then the third day, we had family dynamics. We had family coming in. We were celebrating birthdays. I, again, was cooking and baking and didn't even touch it. Not one lick to I just didn't need it, because that's something that if you know why you're doing something, I feel like you can be very successful in it. And this isn't something that I'm going to do forever. I'm doing this for a protocol, for a purpose, to try to heal myself again, another step. And so for me, this is important, and it helps keep me on track, because who am I going to cheat if I cheat? I'm just going to cheat myself. I'm going to cheat my results. I'm going to, what was the purpose then of doing this? So for me, it really helped, and being full and knowing what's my food and what I can have was really great. There was also something else that I made in her book. Oh, it was, let me just see if I can find it. Any questions, honey?
No, Janet and Lisa are making travel arrangements to come over to help eat all these vegetables.
Yay! I would love it. Oh my gosh, that would be fantastic. So I just want to mention on her page 145, Alex's famous chocolate candy bites. And her son, Alex, yeah, he recently was in a car accident and passed, but he's amazing. And he has a recipe in here, and I tried it, and it's a banana, some cacao powder, and optional a sprinkle of salt, and you just mix it up, and I poured it into ice cube tray, and that's like, I mean, that could be like my Halloween, whatever, or just it's just a nice little treat, but it's banana and cacao powder, and it's this big. So that was fun for me to have just in the house. I actually made it thinking I would share it with everyone and then forgot. Another thing that I also made was guacamole for the family dynamics. I made guacamole. We had potato ghosts that I made for the kids, and they helped put the eyes on and all that. And what else did I cook? Oh, and I made some brownies for the birthday people, a whole food plant-based version, and corn on the cob cooked. All stuff that I had in the house that I knew I wasn't going to eat. And you know what? I was fine with. I mean, it was just, normally I would like a taste a little here, but I didn't, and I didn't need to. So anyways, let's move on. Okay. Oh, okay. So I did write down about the neighbor's family party and everything, and how was I successful, which I pretty much shared, right? I ate my salad. I drank 2/3 of my smoothie, and I had that chocolate chia drink. Then I went and enjoyed. I started adding the homemade guacamole to my salad. But if you don't have that, I've been doing like a whole avocado, which I shared, which is great. And so let's see. Oh, at the barbecue, I did have a little bit of fruit. And I had 3 strawberries. I mean, literally like a little 3 strawberries, 4 blueberries, and 4 grapes, because I had already been full. I just wanted to taste it. And the fruit, did I not say, what did I say about the fruit?
You said it tasted absolutely amazing.
Because I've cut that way down. So that was cool. And then, yes, I talked about the bites the next day. So this would have been day 12 or the 5th day on week 2. And I just talked about all of that. Things I've noticed over have amazing energy. Truly. I've been sleeping better. And I'm not hungry. I feel stronger. I feel improved. My sinus inflammation had started to feel a little bit elevated right before this. Nothing crazy in the mornings, but now it seems to be gone. So, I just, I think that's so great. So I just want to share my go-to salad dressing, and then I want to make a salad dressing with you guys. My go-to salad dressing has been really simple. I've been taking the salad. Here is a salad that I've been eating out of today, minus these bigger pieces that I set in there. And I put fresh lemon, right? I've got my lemon over here. Squeeze as much lemon in it as I want. I do add some apple cider vinegar, which I did not bring out of the refrigerator. No salt seasoning. I have the Kirkland. You can use any no salt seasoning, Benson's Table Tasty, whatever. And I've just been pouring that. Fresh garlic, fresh ginger, fresh turmeric if I have it, some black pepper, and then the guacamole or chunks of avocado. That's it. I mix it up. Oh my gosh. It's so good. So I've been really satisfied with that, but I thought it would be fun to make the dressing. And so one other thing before I make the dressing, I just want to share is I've been getting feedback, and I realize that, this isn't always inexpensive. I mean, people, you have to eat a lot of it. So you have to buy a lot of it. And I just wanted to point out that there are ways that I try to cut down on my grocery bill. I go to, places where I can get bulk, like Costco. And I don't go to Sam's Club, but people go to Sam's Club, I've heard. I found this at our grocery store. This is Earthbound Farms organic green beans. Okay. Marked down from $5.99. It was originally for 12 ounces. Sale $3. So sometimes they have bananas that are like perfect, like what we like, the spotted brown bananas, even more so than this. And they'll discount them. I've found them from 10 cents a banana to a gigantic box filled for $2 for take the whole box. So it's not every time, it's not everything, but if you learn your store and see if they put produce on sale where it would be, you might be able to, reduce your grocery bill that way if you were interested in doing that. So let's see. Let's make the salad dressing. And I've never made this one, so this will be fun. So I am going to just move some stuff over. Before I do that, I have a question. Who wants to tell me what this is? Okay, let's see. Let's see if they get it. And if they get what it is, then we can like go into more detail of what kind of that is it. Okay, so you do that. I'm going to just set this up right here to make some salad dressing with you guys.
Well, already we have Jill, who believes it looks like a dragon fruit.
Ooh, good guess. Good guess. Keep going. Okay, so while we keep going, this salad dressing, if you have her book, it's on page 105. Here's what it looks like. It's the salad dressing down here at the bottom, and it is called Dr. G's Tangy Avocado Dressing. I've never made it. You can add things to it, but I thought let's just try it. So we're gonna do a whole avocado, and so I am gonna just cut the avocado. Whoops, over here. I'm going to try to find a little spot on all of this beautifulness and show you.
While you're doing that, Janet is in for rutabaga or turnip. Lisa says beet, and Anne says beet with a question mark.
Okay, so let's give a couple more minutes. Somebody's onto it. I'll just say that. Somebody's onto it. Let's see.
The pressures. The suspense is killing me.
Okay, so I just cut this. I'm going to add the avocado right into my NutriBullet. And you don't have to. You could probably do this. Well, I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, and I'm putting in the whole thing. Many ways to get the pit out. One is, if it's ripe enough, just to push from the back, push, and there it goes. The pit is out. Okay, any other guesses? Are we good? Should we talk about it?
No, I think we should spill the beans, so to speak.
Okay, so it is, drum roll, right, babe? It's a beet. But what kind of beet is it is the next part. It's a beet. So who said beet?
Beet, we had, let's see, going back, Lisa said beet and Anne said beet.
Okay, they're right. Now, there's different kinds of beets. I've never bought this beet before, so, I will share with you, and we can even cut it and stuff and check it out. Okay, so I've got the avocado in there. Let's see if anyone's coming up with that. I'm going to put a half a cup of water, which my grandson helped me measure. He pulled the little thing on the Berkey. And so we have our filtered water. I'm going to do the recipe just as she calls for it. I like to do recipes when I try somebody's recipes exactly. And then I decide if I want to add anything. The next thing she calls for is white vinegar. So I've got 3 tablespoons of white vinegar in there that we already measured. And I know she calls for lemon and a cup of cilantro. So I have the cilantro right here. It's already washed. I'm just going to give it a quick chop and just make sure that we have a cup's worth, because this is probably more than a cup's worth. And I like the stems and everything. So let's just, let me grab my cup. Any other guesses, Todd?
Anne is the only one who is brave enough now to chime in on the beet, and she is guessing yellow beet.
Ooh, yellow beet. Okay. Okay. Whoops. I am dropping cilantro everywhere. Okay. I love this. I love this, you guys. So I had to write it down because I can't even pronounce it. And if you are watching the replay and you know what this is, and I'm hosing the name, please forgive me. But the name of it is, hold on, I wrote it down right here. And it is called a Quijogia. And it's pronounced differently than it's spelled. Todd just put it how it's spelled, but it's pronounced Quijogia. Is that right?
That is correct.
And it is a beet that I came across, and I always try to, like, if I come across something that I don't know anything about, I either research it or I buy it. And so I think we should cut into this, even though we're in the middle of making this salad. Let's just cut into it. Where is my scissors or my knife? And let's just see what the inside of this thing looks like. Oh, you guys, look. Can you see? It's like pink swirl, pink and white swirl. How pretty.
It is sometimes referred to as the candy cane beet for that very reason.
Oh, I love it. I hope you can see what I can see. So maybe you guys could check it out, and if you decide that you have access to this and you want to try it, I would love to hear your thoughts on what you thought about it. I'm just going to leave it up here because it's so pretty, and I think I'm just going to cut a little piece. Want to try a little piece with me, Todd?
Sure.
I know beets. I don't know if you're into beets, but
well, we're going to find out.
And of course, this is raw. So here we go. Ready? Let's do this. It's much more mild than a red beet. It does have an undertone of a beet flavor, but it's super mild. Yummy. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's super mild. It's kind of like if a beet and a jicama had a baby. This is what it would be.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Anyways, yes, everybody, I'd love to hear what you guys think. So, so this calls for 2 lemons worth of juice, and you can definitely squeeze the lemons, but because I actually have whole lemons here, I'm kind of sideways on the camera. I'm going to peel the skin off, I hope, if I can get it off. And I'm just going to put the whole thing in there. I like to cut them in half, make sure there's no seeds in there, because oftentimes, lots of lemons have seeds. Yeah, Jill said, beautiful beet. I know. Do you know, I never used to like beets. I wasn't given them as a child. I wasn't raised on them. And as an adult, when I was trying to, try new things, I never, I always went to the fresh. I never did like a canned beet or anything, but I thought you had to cook them. And I just did not like it. I couldn't get past the whole thing. And so one day I said, you know what if I shred it and put it raw in a salad? And that is how I slowly started to migrate beets into my life. And now I really enjoy them cooked or raw. Of course, not while I'm on this protocol. I wouldn't have them cooked. But anyways, here we go. I have peeled this lemon. I'm going to cut it in half. Anything going on in the chat? Has anyone else had an experience with any types of beets? I mean, maybe you grew up with beets and you hated them, or you loved them, or, I'm going to put this whole lemon in there.
Renee Haig loves beets.
Oh, hey, Renee. She loves them.
Anne is fond of my sense of humor.
A lot of people are. Yes.
Lee says she's never eaten beets before either until now, and now she loves them. Jill says her mom gave them beets and greens, and she ate the beets.
Isn't that incredible?
Mona's here, and she says hello.
Hey, Mona. Good to have you here. And hello, Renee, because I don't think I said hi to her either. Okay, so I peeled the one. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze these out, mostly for time saving. If I can find my green, this thing here. And then we will be pretty much ready to go. So, let's see. Yeah, I love our food. And when I say our food, I mean real whole food. That is what we're supposed to be eating. I just love it. And I love experimenting with different variations or different kinds of food that, I don't know about or I haven't been exposed to. It's really fun. Okay, so I think we're just about ready here. What else do we need? Salt and pepper to taste. I'm not going to add salt. You could if you want. I am going to add the pepper. And that is her smoothie. So let's grind it up. And you tell me if there's anything going on in the chat.
The beet is a very popular conversation right now.
Yeah, good. It's amazing, isn't it?
Renee ate more than her fill while at True North.
I wonder what color they had. Did they have ones like these?
Apparently they were a reddish or at least a pink.
I wonder if this is going to be quiet here. Usually it mutes, but here I go. I'm going to put my ears on.
Okay, you go.
All right.
Renee has clarified that the beets were red.
Oh, they're red. Okay. So yeah, so that, like we said, was a really strong flavor and compared to this. So that's fun. I'm actually super excited about this now that we've cut into it and I tried it. Another thing that's new here that I haven't bought before that I'm going to try. Does anyone know what this is? Anybody? So we'll see. I'll put it right here while I pour the dressing out and taste it. And let's see. I'll get a little jar. I forgot to get a little jar out. We'll just do a little jar. Okay.
Well, so far, Colleen and Janet both are voting for dandelion.
Okay.
Any other guesses?
Any other guesses? Ooh, this smells very vinegary and it's pretty thick. Now, it might be thicker because I put the whole lemon in. So we could water it down a little bit more if you wanted it like more, but this looks like dressing if you wanted it more liquidy. Look at that. And this is obviously the wrong size jar because I still have plenty, but that's okay. I can move it. I just want you guys to see it's this green, vibrant, beautiful green color. And I'm going to taste a little taste of it. And then I'm going to mix it with some salad. Wow, is that lemony? That is very, very lemony. So I like lemon, but if you don't like lemon, you might want to change it or maybe even add another avocado. Now that's just plain. So let me grab a little bowl and put some salad in it. And what else is going on? Should I tell them?
We have 3 votes for dandelion greens and 1 vote for arugula.
Ooh, I love that. And it certainly does look like dandelion and it does look like arugula. It is dandelion. And this is the arugula that I have. And they do like kind of, look similar. I've never bought or made anything with dandelion. So I'm really excited about this. And I'm glad that I got to share it with you guys here today. And, these other things that I have here are the rainbow chart and different things like that I'm accustomed to, but not this. Okay, so time to scoop. Are you going to try a bite of this with me, honey?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to put, let's see, how can I do this? I'll just put a little bit on here just for the sample, just for sample's sake, right? Oh my gosh. And so then I'll share the other thing and answer any questions. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of spill this right on there. Frankly, I'm putting a pretty good amount on there. And then I'm just going to kind of mix it up. I think mixing it up is really great. And I feel like it just might even need a little bit more, but what do I know? I haven't tried it yet. So this is just a tiny sample. And here I go. I'm going to give you this. That's the fork that you usually like. And I'm going to take a bite of this. Wow. Okay. Try that. And I think that mixed in the salad, the lemon is still very potent, but it isn't as strong as plain. I think I would add another avocado. I might even put some garlic in there. What are your thoughts? And it's fine if you crunch in the speaker. I'm sure people don't mind. So you'll let us know what you think about that. That's our dressing for the day. And then I just want to talk about one other thing and answer any questions. So just checking the chat.
So to answer your question, there is a good amount of lemon. There's a lot of flavors going on in there, so it's really good. And it's got a good creaminess to it. It's tasty.
Yeah, so guys, try to make her salad dressing if you want to try something new. The last thing I want to talk about is something else that I noticed. I always forget how to pronounce this. Tinnitus? Does anyone know what that is? Tinnitus. While I'm waiting to see if anyone knows what that is, I will tell you that I have never been diagnosed with it, but right before I started doing this, I noticed a sensation. And when I looked it up, it said that it could possibly be that. Yep, I see a few people saying ear ringing in the ears. So I didn't have ringing in the ears. I was experiencing, it sounded like wind blowing in one of my ears from the inside. It just felt like wind was blowing. It was so odd. And I started eating this and it went away. And then in the middle, it came back for what? An evening?
Yep.
And then it went away. So, oh, that's the correct way to pronounce it. Thank you, Mona. I was practicing. I try not to practice much, but I was like, I don't know. So I'm glad to hear that I did that correctly. And so, it just goes to show you, sometimes we're trying to heal something, and by doing the whole food, plant-based, whether it's this protocol, whether it's fasting at True North, whether it's whatever it is, wherever you are, you sometimes get surprises by other things that heal, or weight that changes, or medication that you don't really need anymore, and you're not really prepared for it. And so it's just something that I wanted to bring up and share with you guys. And so, anyways, I'm wondering. It's pronounced both ways. Timmy-tis is also correct. Oh, okay. Well, we just asked Google. So, and there was a phonetically written, and I wrote that down, and I'll read it. Or do you want to put in the chat the phonetic way? I can tell you it was lowercase K-E-E.
Oh, for the beat?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got confused. Never mind. Nope. I'm still thinking about the beat, baby. Anyways, okay, thank you for sharing that. So unless you guys have any other questions, we can chat about anything. But that was pretty much what I wanted to share today. I do have some berries. Oh, I've been putting berries or oranges, which are covered by this thing now. Whoops, let me move this. Berries, oranges, apple, that are really good to add into a salad. A salad the word salad, it can mean so many things. And even if you're not doing this, I just wanted to share. People had asked, and I hope that in another 4 weeks, when I get my blood back, that, there's something of value to share for that too.
So I have a question while we wait to see if anyone else does.
Sure.
In the 2 weeks that you've been doing this, part A is, how do you feel like it's been going? And part B is, have you been surprised by anything along the way?
Okay. So how do I think it's been going? Right? I think it's been going fantastic. I've been surprised that I'm full. I've been surprised that nothing around me bothers me. I don't need anything. That maybe if I were hungry, I might look at it, or I might get maybe, I don't want to say bitter, but I might get like, why can't I, I wish I could have that convenience if I'm hungry or if I'm tired. I'm not having any of that. I'm surprised by my energy level. And yeah, Sim, what was the other part?
What has surprised you along the way over these last couple weeks?
Yeah, so those things that I just mentioned, the support and the understanding of having other people, either interested or sharing their experience, whether they're going through it now a few weeks in front of me or have had it and experienced it before. And then I'm telling you, I get people that are telling me they have healed. Now, if they go off the protocol and they go back to eating standard American diet, well, all bets are off. I've heard of people doing that too. There was somebody that I know that recently actually joined her group, paid to get into the group, actually two people, but this one, and felt amazing before week 4, I think. And then afterwards did it for a while and then slowly started eating processed vegan food, and the symptoms came back. So, bringing in cooked food, another friend of mine, she is the one that couldn't do the oxalates and switched to cabbage and healed. And that particular person is also a medical doctor and is doing really well. So that's what I would say.
Okay. Lisa would like to know if you can use frozen vegetables in the smoothie for her protocol.
I don't know that I have seen her do that, but I don't see why not. Frozen vegetables are just vegetables that were frozen at peak. So, and I use frozen fruit and she uses frozen fruit. I do have some frozen kale and some frozen other cruciferous, broccoli and cauliflower. And I actually was it yesterday when I was at Costco, I bought this giant thing of riced cauliflower and it comes frozen to put in the smoothies. So I don't want to speak for her, but in my own personal opinion, I think it would be fine. What do you think? I mean, this is not this. We don't know fact. Doesn't it make sense?
I mean, basic logic, I guess, would dictate that would be okay.
Yeah. Good question. Great question.
So then she follows up with, a lot of times they blanch the veggies when freezing them. So that
that's
might
true.
change something.
Do you know what? That's a really good point. Yeah. So if you grew your own and froze them, or sometimes I've bought bell peppers and I didn't use them and they were starting to go, and I just cut them up and froze them and I didn't blanch them. But yeah, so how do you tell if it's been blanched or not? I'm not sure, but good point. And I think that would not be good then, because she does say that the raw is the most important thing, and the amount. And if I need correcting, please correct me. I don't really know the answer to it. I'm just kind of talking through it with you guys. So,
so there's a couple things going on. So Jill said that she just bought the book and would like to get rid of her thyroid medications.
Yay! Which book? The autoimmune protocol? Wherever I put that. Yeah, that's great.
And then Renee responded that her thyroid meds have been reduced to almost nothing since having gone sos-free 4 years ago.
That is amazing.
And may cut it out altogether like Esther Loveridge did.
Oh, that is so wonderful to hear. And that gives me hope for myself and hopefully hope for others too. I have had mine cut down. I'm in the middle of cutting it down. And that's why I was hoping this would help it. Should I share just real quick what I had? Or
you can. We've got a few more questions.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Mona has a question. Do you find the cost about the same as having half raw and half cooked?
Let's see. I'm going to the store more often. And so I'm going through it faster. So that might be that it's a little bit more expensive, but I'm not buying things that I would buy to cook, right? Like big bags of potatoes. I'm not buying the potatoes, and I am buying onions. I mean, we haven't done a comparison like written out. We could do that. I bet at the end of the day, it probably, if it's more expensive, it's a tad. I bet at the end of the day, it's probably the same. And so, I personally, when I'm not doing this and I'm eating cooked, I have beans. I'm not buying beans. I'm not buying any of that stuff. And those can be pricey, especially if they're not dry. If you get like the cooked ones that are in a can and they're, a brand that doesn't have, like Eden and some of those brands that are a little bit higher end, could be a little pricier. But I want to say that compared to vegan food, and I'm not trying to bash anything, I'm just saying I can say that because Todd is my husband. He's in the household. He eats vegan treats, vegan chips, vegan stuff sometimes, vegan frozen burritos, and you've tried different things like that. Those are expensive. So when you compare those things, I think this is cheaper, even if I'm buying it more often. But compared to what I personally was doing, it's probably close. What do you? That's okay. Let me just do this. Go ahead, answer if they.
No, so yeah, I think, and it's whether it's vegan or not vegan, when you buy something that's already prepared in a store, it's going to be more expensive, I think, than doing it yourself. It's also not nearly as good.
But I mean,
but you pay for the convenience of being able to dip your hand in the freezer and grab a vegan frozen burrito or something.
What's that?
I know, right?
No, but just to wrap things up, I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got answers. I hope you got ideas and suggestions. It was really fun playing with you guys. I hope you try some kind of a new vegetable or fruit in the produce department when you get the chance next time. And don't forget to eat your greens and give plants a chance. They're amazing. I'm sending love to everyone. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.